Hello, you're watching News Mongolia on MNB World. I'm your host, Untitled. Our top stories. 742 more COVID-19 cases and 2 deaths confirmed on Thursday. Curfew imposed on Ulaanbaatar. Shinechagtga loses his second match in the One Championship due to a red card. For other news, stay tuned. The National Center for Communicable Diseases reports that 742 new COVID-19 cases were confirmed in the country. Unfortunately, 2 patients with severe COVID-19 condition and 1 COVID-19 patient with underlying condition died in the past 24 hours. 742 new COVID-19 cases have been confirmed in the past 24 hours after testing close contacts of known patients nationwide, and the country's total number of cases has reached 18,565. 385 new patients who had been treated have recovered in the past 24 hours. Unfortunately, 2 patients aged 69 and 71 have died of severe COVID-19 in the past 24 hours. Also, 1 patient with COVID-19 died of kidney failure. His death is not counted as a COVID-19 death. All 742 new cases were confirmed domestically. 654 cases out of the new cases were confirmed in over 150 horas of Ulaanbaatar city, and 88 cases were recorded in Arhanga, Tuv, Hovd, Орхон, Сүхбаатар, Сэлэнг, Дархан-уул, Өвөрхангай, Дундгов, Дорногов, Овс, Болгон, Говьсанбур provinces. As of today, 2 out of 21 provinces, Gov Alta and Umngov provinces, have not recorded COVID-19 cases. Out of the 2,978 patients who are currently undergoing treatment at hospitals, 69.5% have mild symptoms and 45 are in critical condition. As of today, 10,638 people out of the total 18,565 confirmed cases in Mongolia have recovered, and COVID-19 death toll in the country has reached 31. Thank you for staying with us. Now let's look at Mongolia's current affairs.
On Wednesday, Mongolia recorded a total of 1,220 new cases of COVID-19. On April 14th, authorities made a decision to restrict traffic and pedestrians' movement from one district to another and tighten the strict lockdown measures. According to new tightened measures, policemen will patrol the streets and restrict pedestrian traffic from 8 a.m. However, citizens will be able to go to supermarkets and pharmacies close to their residential areas. Vehicle traffic will be restricted from 7 p.m. Staff and workers of 15 permitted sectors are allowed to use their private vehicles following odd-even rule. As a result of strict lockdown, traffic on the streets of the capital city has decreased by 60 to 70%. On Wednesday, 1,625 people over the age of 60 were vaccinated at 9 points in Ulaanbaatar. As a result, a total of 493,787 people in the capital city have been vaccinated since the start of the immunization campaign, reports National Emergency Commission. There are about 300,000 people over the age of 60 registered nationwide, and around 180,000 of them live in Ulaanbaatar. Seniors who are immobile or otherwise unable to leave their homes were administered a vaccine by a special mobile team. According to preliminary estimates, Mongolia needs a total of 4.2 million vaccine doses to immunize 60% of its population, or 2.1 million people, and a further 3.3 million doses are required to meet the goal. The administering of second doses of vaccine is being delayed by 15 days for other target age groups due to vaccine delivery delays.
The number of COVID-19 cases is steadily growing, which is affecting operations for some businesses, including agriculture. Farmers say that they are unable to start spring cultivation due to the pandemic, which could lead to a smaller harvest in the fall.
In terms of time, we're falling behind. Cultivation time is delayed. The process of fighting pests and rodents should have started earlier, but it wasn't done this year. Farmers fight against time, and we are really far behind schedule.
Farmers have been exempt from paying value-added tax when they buy seed and equipment from abroad. However, this exemption expired this year, and farmers say they are in a difficult situation.
Agri-technical work that's not finished on time always causes a problem in the fall. Problems include mineral fertilizers behind held in many wagons at customs warehouses, and the tax exemption for some technical equipment is still unresolved.
On March 31, 2021, the National Emergency Commission decided to put together an emergency plan to start spring cultivation as farmers, beekeepers, and dealers and suppliers of pesticides are not able to leave Ulaanbaatar without negative PCR tests. Nationwide vaccination will also be intensified.
1,000 farmers from Ulaanbaatar were administered their first vaccine shots on March the 26th and 27th. The second doses will be administered at the immunization sites. The Ministry of Health plans to immunize about 14,000 farmers in province areas from April 3rd to April 17th.
Seed and cultivation equipment imported by farmers in the western provinces used to enter through the Tsaganur, Posho, Artsur ports of entry bordering with Russia, but now only food and fuel are being imported through these ports. Farmers now have to import shipments through Ulaanbaatar port. Farmers say that the change can increase transportation costs by up to $2,000 per truck.
Now let's check on the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Dorky MMA mixed martial artist Shinechagtga fought against Yoshiki Nakahara of Japan in the 70 kilogram weight category of the One Championship. In the second half, he was sent off for kicking his opponent in the face to avoid a leg injury, thereby receiving a red card.
Both in southpaw stance here.
Zorki MMA mixed martial artist Shinechagtga fought with Yoshiki Nakahara of Japan in the 70 kilogram weight category of the One Championship, who fought during the One on TNT2 event that started at 8 a.m. today, was 6-2 and has won the last 4 fights in a row. Shinechagtga, who had dominated his opponent since the first half of the fight, was sent off in the second period for kicking his opponent in the face in order to get out of a leg injury. Shinechagtga apologized and left the stage, saying, "I had to turn my body hard to get out of the attack. I kicked accidentally at the time, and I want to say I'm sorry." His opponent, Yoshiki Nakahara, was unable to get up and left the stage with the help of the wheelchair. The 28-year-old Nakahara, who is ranked number 7 in the weight class, was 14-5, beating Ruslan Emilbek a month ago with a knockout. Shinechagtga last fought in January 2020 against Ma Jiawen of China and won with a knockout in the 55th second of the first round.
And here's the weather forecast for major cities around the world. Well, that's all for today. Many thanks for staying with us on News Mongolia. See you tomorrow with more stories and updates. Please follow MNB World on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a great evening. Goodbye.